Hello, big people. Marble Cat, we're working on getting you deported to Canada, sir. Big V and Dick Grayson. Meow, meow. How are we doing, guys? Sorry I'm late. Hey, Winnie. We're once again moving with the quickness. Hello, my niece. Somebody was here earlier, as I can tell. I really need to start showing up earlier. I'm Marble Cat. Wow. Dick Grayson, Big V. MC. I know you're up to no good. That's why you're getting deported, dude. We're sending you to Canada. Baby blue. I should really send you to Canada too, but I can't because you're just so... All right, to expand on this joke, I've had her... Oh! Abuelo's in the house tonight. He's a big tomcat, all right. Anywho, let me get the food and the tripod and the what have yous. But I wanted to expand around these jokes about deporting Marble Cat to Canada. Okay, let's roll, guys. Big V. Anywho. So just a quick housekeeping before I discuss deportation to Canada for this dude. I owe some of you an apology. I know that of late I've been kind of crappy when it comes to replying to comments, and I think one thing that I kind of built a reputation for, especially in the early days of my channel, was that I think I did a pretty good job overall of replying and keeping in correspondence with the viewers, especially the people who comment, regularly, loyally, and have supported the channel so much. And I think of late I've been kind of somewhat failing in that. So I owe it to you guys who've been with me for so long, and I'm not going to mention any of you by name, but you know who you are. From numerous countries, but off the top of my head, I can think of the US, Canada, and the United Kingdom specifically. Big V. Hey, Big V. Thanks for the pets, dude. Should we deport you to Canada? But yeah, you folks have been with me for so long, and I owe you a bit more than I've been giving you of late. So that's my promise to you, that I'm going to try and be better in the comments. Also, it'll be beneficial to me because it seems like the more you comment and the more discourse you have, the more views you get and the more engagement. This is good things for me. 2, 4, 6, 7. Good. 8. I think 8 is too much, and that's a metal ring, and that's going in the recycle bin. Bye-bye. Big V. Sorry, I'm still a little sniffly, but I'm doing a lot better than I was on Monday. Monday, I did not need to be here, but I needed to be here because if I didn't, that consistency is important for these cats. They need to know that someone is coming on schedule. I think, my most viral video was like me feeding the cats, in the aftermath of the LA fires, which is great, and that's exceptional, and it got a lot of views, and blah, 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 wonderful. But these videos are more of what it is. It is not a one-time visit to the cats, and it's not a short visit to the cats. It is a long, difficult, tedious job to get these cats to where they are right now, and it took a lot of effort on my part. Only some of that you've seen on camera. And this, so those exceptional moments like, ooh, there's a fire, ooh, cat is hurt, cat is making great strides, blah, blah, blah. Those are great, but it's the little days that it seems like nothing happens. They might not film very well, but God, they're important to the relationships with the cats. Hey, Jamie. And if anything, that's kind of what this channel is that no street cat is, well, I don't know about no, but very few street cats are beyond some level of socialization. But you can't treat it as like a sometimes hobby. You need to care about these cats. You need to show them that you care. You need to treat them as more than just, you know, some charity case that you give. You need to treat them like they're your own cats, like they're like you would take them home. And believe me when I say that if I could afford it, first off, and if I wouldn't get evicted from my own apartment unit, second off, but if I had the ability to, every single one of these cats would be living at my apartment with me and my actual cat. You know, which brings me to the point. All right, so I've been which brings me to my initial point. Yes, in my apologies to the loyal commenters who I've been kind of ignoring of late, my bad. You know, but more to the point, hey, little V. Big V. But more to the point, one of my very loyal viewers and someone who I might consider a friend has been in contact with me. Now, they live in Canada, and they work for a rescue that takes cats from the streets of LA and finds them forever homes in the wonderful land of Canada, maple syrup, etc. Insert stereotypes here. You can use, by the way, for you Canadians, you're free to use all the American stereotypes you want. Like, yes, I know that the only metric system we use is 9mm. All right, that's just a sad fact of being American. But anyway, that being said, I think, you know, I think it would be beneficial, since I seem to be struggling to find, you know, adoptions directly for myself. I think it would be good to deport, as I've been jokingly saying, because we are, after all, in the presidency of Orange Man. You know, so I think it'd be very funny to deport some of these cats, and I think a prime candidate is Marble Cat. Marble Cat, you've already been neutered. Why are you messing with Abuelo? Hey! Hold on, folks. We're about to have a Tomcat competition with only one Tomcat. Marble Cat, you're gonna lose, boyo. Guaranteed, every single time. Abuelo is probably your father. Don't mess with him. As I was saying, hey, it's Tatiana. Wow. Anyways, let me start giving them the food so they don't hate me forever. But yeah, I think a prime candidate for deportation is Marble Cat, since he's made exceptional progress of late with socialization, but he's also kind of a friggin' menace to society, especially to Baby Blue and Fat and Big V and all like my actual favorite cats. Hey, you, we're talking about you. And now they said that spaces on the transport were limited based on availability, so they're probably not going to be able to take, I mean, I don't know how many they're going to be able to take, but Marble Cat is like a definite, because he's just a little bit too rambunctious for this colony. I've made exceptional progress with him. Over the past few months, but he's just such a wild card in his behavior that I think he would benefit quite a lot from A, no longer being part of this colony, and B, finding a forever home. And I think it would maybe return some equilibrium to this colony. I mean, I don't know if it's going to make FATS come back, but you know, remains to be seen. But I mean, it couldn't hurt, right? It'll be good for Marble Cat. It'll hopefully be good for me. And the other people, the other kitty cats that I thought were prime candidates for going to Canada are my two current foster cats that are in my apartment, Sunny and Sully. Now, longtime viewers have seen me rescue these two cats from the streets, not from this colony, but from a nearby one that I don't visit that much anymore. Wow. Lil V's a bit of a menace too, especially when she gets a nice cat like Baby Blue. Baby Blue. Oh. Yeah, I'm, and I actually discussed this with my mother this morning, but if they have space and they will allow me, I think I'm gonna send off my 2 fosters, Sunny and Sully, especially if they're willing to keep them as a bonded pair, which is one of the reasons I've struggled to get them adopted, is because I refuse to adopt them individually. They're siblings, they've been together for a long time, they like each other very much, they need to stay together. But, by the same, and here's the thing, and for everyone saying you need to get Baby Blue a forever home too, if I adopt out these 2 fosters, I will adopt personally and give Baby Blue a forever home. I love him very much, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure I could say goodbye to him. And as much as I want him to get a forever home, I'm not sure I could say bye. I've made, he's such a landmark cat for me, as far as he was not social when I first met him, and now he lets me pick him up and hold him. And I'm not sure if I could say permanent goodbyes to Baby Blue. Now, granted, it would be very difficult for me to say permanent goodbyes to, I could very easily say permanent goodbyes to Sully. He's a very cute cat and a dear cat, but he doesn't let me pet him that much. He doesn't give back very much. But Sunny, on the other hand, is an absolute love girl, and I would miss her, but would I miss her so much that it would prevent me from taking Baby Blue off the streets, which, to be honest with you, would have been done months ago if I didn't have 2 fosters. So that's kind of where I'm at. Is if they have space for 3 cats, I'm gonna do Marble Cat and the 2 sibs that I have in my apartment at the moment, because they deserve it. And then once that happens, Baby Blue is coming off the streets and into my apartment, because I just love the cat. He deserves the world, and I want to give it. I don't know if I can afford to give him the world, but I can afford to give him better than I give him right now. And what I give him right now is pretty decent, but I'd love to take him to the vet. Is this Chris the cat sighting? Is it? No, it's Liz. Hey Liz, nice to see you too, but I wish I could see Chris the cat just to confirm that he's doing better. Anyways, guys, give me a second, I gotta go grab, or wait, no, maybe I was smart. I was indeed smart, yay! Woohoo! I actually left a spoon in the cat food container so I can compartmentalize, or I can, what's the culinary term? Consolidate. So I can consolidate without having to run back to my car. Yay, David! Such professionalism, wow. You guys know that on Monday I was very much not feeling well, and as a result, I'm a little bit still behind the 8 ball, even though I'm feeling significantly better. Although not 100%, but, I took Tuesday off from almost everything. I slept I slept pretty much nonstop. Well, I slept through the night, but then I slept pretty much nonstop from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time. And yeah, I mean, that kind of uninterrupted sleep was something I really needed. Although I may or may not have bitched out my mom a bit when she called me at 11, even after I had texted her that I didn't need anything and didn't want anything, to ask me, David, do you want me to get you some Camels? I'm like, no, Mom, I want to just go to sleep. But, my mom does have a lot of stereotypical Jewish mother traits, so her mama bear instincts really kick in when her boy chick is a little bit sick. And well, matzo ball soup is Jewish penicillin, like my mom always likes to say. And not for nothing, and just because I'm a sardonic little doo-doo caca, I do have to point out that if it was Jewish penicillin, it would prevent against Tay-Sachs, which it doesn't. But that's besides the point. Like, y'all Ashkenaz people who don't eat friggin' kitniyot and don't eat rice on Passover, y'all crazy to me. Just say. Hey, T. Oakley dokley. T. Sorry, Big V. I know I'm an a-hole sometimes. It happens. I do my best not to be, but we're human. We make mistakes. Speaking of humans and mistakes, Abuelo! I'm out. Get your butt in. Dick Grayson, my brother. Oh no, oh no, man. Hey kitties, I hate to interrupt you, but I need to talk to the people for a sec. Guys, I hate to have to keep saying this like a broken record. It's really annoying. I use plastic. It's not perfect, but it's reusable and washable. And when they're done, they get discarded correctly. Really, the best thing you could do, well, the best thing you could do is glass that you can clean and reuse yourself. But, I mean, if it breaks, then you're in a bigger problem. So, realistically speaking, paper is the lesser of many evils. It's not reusable. It does create waste, but at least it's biodegradable and it will return to nothingness. You know what is unacceptable in any time, in any place? Styrofoam. Stop using this crap when you're feeding cats. I'm off my soapbox. Winston. Hey, Abuelo, come on. You want to join in on the food? I'll step away if you're going to step in. Jamie the cat. Hey, Jamie the cat. Hey. All right, which one of these pieces of crap am I leaving behind? Not these ones. These are fairly new. We don't want to chunk the new ones. The new ones are in good condition. Hey, Big V. Okay. Oh, sorry, Big V. I just wanted to get your eye gunk. Good boy, Big V. Good boy. Good boy, Big V. Hey guys, guess who it is? The man, the myth, the legend, Fats. More styrofoam. No bueno, folks. Come on, Fats, you know me, dude. Ow! There's the Fats. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. You know me, dude. You know me very well. Yeah. You got nervous. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, look, porcelain. Porcelain is a good call for plates. Ugh. Simultaneously putting out cat food and killing cockroaches. Come on, Fats. You know me, dude. Can I get a wee? Wee! Ow! All right, Fats. I guess this is all we get for today, but I love you and I miss you. Bye, Fats!